presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Our camera circling high above American Airlines Arena on this beautiful night, giving you a terrific view of our location here in Miami. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020. He was the 14th pick in 2017. And he said, whoever gets drafted, you want to play the right way. My situation was different. I had to sit. You gain experience and reps during practice. Once you get to do it in the game, the leash gets longer and you get to become who you want to be. Kevin, he's become one of the best young big men in the league.
All right, thank you, David. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1. And for Miami, they've got Adebayo. Oladipo is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dedmon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
Now here's Conley. Has to Gobert. Back to Conley. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Bucket is good.
Pretty good with the ball in his hands off the dribble. But now you're seeing the other facet of his game, the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
And here is Conley. Last game we saw him score 14. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Here's Gobert, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Dragic against Conley. Adebayo kicks to Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
Those 220 pounds came in handy. Jimmy Butler using his big body and muscling those tough shots.
Mitchell outside. Oladipo with the block. And here we go. It's Butler. 20 feet out. And there's another one for the Heat.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Conley into the lane. Up and in on the layup.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019, was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Now Conley. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Hits it from three-point range.
One of the main weapons Bogdanovich brings, a dead-eye three-point shooter with impressive range.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Dragic, the pass to Oladipo. Back to Dragic. And yes, it's good.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. 4-point game. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is going to be a fun first game between these two squads. Buckle up.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Mitchell against Oladipo. Kicks to Dedmon. Launches a three. He can't hit that time. And Utah the other way now. Ingles with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside. Here's Bogdanovich. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Here's Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. Just 5 to shoot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Nice play by Donovan Mitchell. You love a guard who can take it up strong, take the bump, and still convert.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Jazz trail by 4. And it's Conley penetrating. The layup missed. The Heat have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. And he overshot that one, missing. For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest, that game against Charlotte.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
Here's Oladipo after the basket by Utah. He kicks it to Dragic. Six on the shot clock. From outside the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Not really a long-range shooter, but Goran Dragic must be a priority for the defense on that play.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Launches it. Kept alive. Gobert off with the layup. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Bielitsa comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And Hero subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Then for the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. The Heat leading by 5. Outside Dragic. Pass to Hero. He dishes it to Butler. Pass to Hero. Beyond the arc. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. The past month has been surreal. 2nd in rebounding, 15th in field goal percentage. And of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. The first free throw is good.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a 2nd-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Miami. And Utah also making a switch. Ilyasova's checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Nunn passes to Hero. Now, here's Bielitsa. Miami no good on that time either. Clarkson against Nunn. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Back to Nunn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Heat have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that free throw good from Nunn. A different look for Miami. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Butler. And Utah with a change here too. Thomas checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And so he makes both from the line. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
This is really what separates Tyler Hero as a player. The confidence and touch from deep.
To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, here's Nunn. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Hero. Back to Nunn. Outside for Robinson. 5 on the clock. Heat moving the ball around. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 4. And Thomas, here we go. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Favors will never turn down a chance to dunk it. a powerful presence who really intimidates defenders with his athleticism.
And Nunn has got the ball here for the Heat. And the rejection by Favors. And he gets it back. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Thomas. And it goes down 2 points. Hero's got 5 now.
A focused individual. Hero's not going to let a little contact affect his shot.
Here's Favors. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Miami has possession. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
That was a concerted effort to try to get to the line as much as possible, and it really made a difference.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Jazz trail by 4. And here's Clarkson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Good work there as it goes. He's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Miami's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. The pass to Hero. Releases. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Out to Favors. Here's O'Neal. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. Jazz trail by 4. Now Thomas. Outside Favors. Right side Thomas. That one goes in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
.157 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hero. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. They get Derek Favors.
Often viewed as just a shooter, Tyler Hero can score, though, in a variety of ways, which makes him very difficult to defend.
first one falls for him.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You can easily understand on that play why many are excited by Tyler Hero. The kid's potential is impressive.
Now here's Thomas. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Clarkson. Over Nunn. And it's good off the back rim and in. Clarkson's got 8 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
1:24 left here in the opening quarter. Nunn with it. Passes to Bielitsa. And again, it's the Heat missing. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz, trailing by 2.
And checking out some numbers for Iguodala. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 6 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And the first one drops. That one drops. He ties it up. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Bielitsa. Nunn against Clarkson. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
Shooting 2.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And both free throws good for Thomas. And for the Heat, they're shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Hero passes to Nunn. From the arc. No good on the shot. And Utah the other way now.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Hero. He's guarded by Thomas. Will it go? And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Hero's got 9 points. Here's Clarkson. We come back right after this. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to focus on us. Obviously we went through a little bit of a rough patch. We're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Taking a look at the Jazz, Thomas is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Favors. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Ingles in at the 3.
From that range, Tyler is money, well inside his comfort zone as a shooter.
Jazz leading by 3. Now, here's Clarkson. Favors finds Clarkson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Tries from 10. The putback. It's good on the putback. Thomas got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Oladipo for 3. A rebound by the Jazz. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. The Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here is Conley. After the made shot from Goran Dragic. Mitchell looking it over. Kicks to Ingles. Lets it go with a 3. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Butler. Adebayo passes to Dragic. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You have to pay attention to Butler when he's flying toward the basket for an alley-oop.
And the pass to Ingles. Bogdanovic with it. He's guarded by Adebayo. Offensive rebound. Here's Mitchell, and he converts the layup. Mitchell's got 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dragic with it. Conley picks him up. The kick out to Oladipo. Back to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Such a big part of Goran's game, the dribble drive.
Conley against Dragic, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Utah leading by 3. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovich. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
And Utah has possession after the Heat pick up 2. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Over Dragic. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 5.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. Takes a 3. Dedmon's shot is off. Jazz leading by 5. Here's Ingles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Goran Dragic.
An aggressive move by Ingles. Has good size out of the backcourt. Able to challenge you inside.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He's perfect from the line this time.
I mean, an incredible story how Joe Ingles has gotten to this point. A lot of it's been resiliency, and a lot of it has been sacrifice.
Now, here's Oladipo. 10 points for him. They get it back. Here's Adebayo. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Dragic against Conley. Down low. Here's Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Growing before our eyes, the confidence of Gobert. Comfortable doing a little of everything now.
He doesn't get the second one. The Heat trail by 6. Loads it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Oladipo. And a switcher also for Utah. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Here's Dragic. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mitchell wide open. Off target from 3-point range. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
He's a terror in the open court. Butler can beat you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay. A little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jimmy Butler. This is his first free throw of the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. The Heat trail by 4. Outside Butler. Back to Dragic. The 3. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Ilyasova's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here are the Heat now. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Dragic. Adebayo kicks to Butler. Over Mitchell.
The league quickly found out what Donovan Mitchell brings to the table defensively. He can lock down positions 1 through 3.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. 9-point game. Butler passes to Dedmon. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them. And Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Butler feeling it out a bit. That's tipped, and they get it back. None. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here is Conley. Up top, Gobert. Outside Conley. Mitchell finds Ilyasova. Clock at 6. Over Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Rudy Gobert.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
That free throw good from Ilyasova. And a new group in for the Heat. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Iguodala comes in for Bam Adebayo. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Kendrick Nunn. And both free throws good for Ilyasova.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Gotta love the tenacity from Iggy there. Always love seeing him ram it through.
Mitchell against Iguodala. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. An easy 2 points on the layup. Mitchell's got 18 points in the game.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And the Jazz with some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Ilyasova. Matt Thomas comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Bjelica. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Dragic. Releases. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Absorbing the contact, finishing the play. Dragic has that great body control.
Clarkson passes to Favors. He kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson. Robinson against Thomas. Mitchell in the corner for the 3. They get it back. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Adebayo is checked in for Goran Dragic. The Heat trail by 11. Passes it to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Covered by Mitchell. Hero passes to Robinson. And a wide open look for Iguodala. No good from outside.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And a look here at the most accurate shooting guards in the NBA this season. Donovan Mitchell, number 1.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
Let's face it, he can score from anywhere and against any type of D. He's a man who knows how to get the ball in the bucket, period.
Here's Hero. He had 13 points in the win against New York. Adebayo finds Robinson.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Mitchell against Iguodala. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got the lead up to 11 now for Utah.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Hero, following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Robinson. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Robinson's got 7 points.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Utah leading by 8. Clarkson taking his time here. Here's Favors. Miami grabs the miss. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Robinson misses. Utah has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. There's the pass to Bjelica. Right wing. Outside Robinson. 6 to shoot. Iguodala outside. Over Thomas. Misses off the left iron. Mitchell outside. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Versatile defender. Bam has the quickness to stay in front of ball handlers and the beef to stand up guys in the post.
And so it's the Utah Jazz holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Goran. How would you say you guys have done in the first half?
I mean, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so. We're gonna be okay.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hi, folks. Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. It's been quite a night so far for him. Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
What more can you say about Donovan Mitchell? An advanced scorer. He seems a step ahead of the defense, and his confidence is absolutely unwavering.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
They aren't playing tight enough defense. That's pretty clear. There needs to be a lot better communication. Guys are playing defense on an island a lot of times, and that's getting them burned.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Jazz leading by 8. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Dragic in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And Dragic with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Dragic has got 13.
That's quick transition from defense to offense. Goran accelerating extremely well.
Conley surveying the D. From deep Ingles. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Oladipo misses.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Dragic against Conley. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
Really no answer for Mike Conley when he's handling the rock like that. What a performer.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Dragic dishes to Dedmon. Dragic kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Adebayo. The Heat need to get a shot off. That's a 2 from Butler. Here's Dedmon. Back to Adebayo. And finally they hit one.
More and more comfortable facing up and knocking down jumpers. Bam Adebayo's game continues to grow.
Outside Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Conley. That one misses. D. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Jimmy's thirsty tonight. You can tell he wants the ball every time down the floor.
Dragic against Conley. Passes it to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat trail by 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul. Here's Adebayo. 6 points for him. Outside Butler. Kicks it to Dedmon from deep.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Now here's Conley. He's got 8. Mitchell finds Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Bogdanovic passes to Gobert. And here's Ingles outside. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. The Heat trail by 4. Butler with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. And that one's good by Butler.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And it's in there. Mitchell's got 20.
The strength of Donovan Mitchell going downhill off contact, able to muscle it through.
Oladipo outside. Dragic against Conley. Now here's Dragic. Tight defense on him. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And you know, for that matchup with Washington, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. Gobert trying to get open. Bogdanovic, no luck.
Still trying to shoot his way out of this funk. But if it doesn't come within the flow of the offense, the whole team suffers. In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And the Jazz call time here. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Miami. And a switcher also for Utah. Ilyasova's checked in. Utah leading. And here is Conley. He's got 8. Mitchell outside. It's stolen by Oladipo for the finish. Whoa, hammering it in.
You could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Ilyasova finds Conley. Connects from 3-point range. Conley's got 11. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Nunn passes to Oladipo. Nunn looking around. Back to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Nunn for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovic stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovic defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Now, Ingles. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Outside Conley. Back to Ingles. Outside Conley. And Bogdanovic kicks to Ilyasova. Shoots the three. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now the pass to Oladipo. Back to none. They need this. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I'll tell you, when Mitchell gets downhill, it's usually a bucket or a foul or both.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
I love Donovan Mitchell's versatility as a scorer. Half court, in transition, at the line, adapts his game to whatever the night calls for.
And the Heat call time here.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Ingles. He's around 6 points per game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And clearly he's having a tough stretch here, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Listening to your coaches, putting in the work. Those are keys. That's really all you can control.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
None against Conley. Mitchell in the corner. Out to Conley. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. And Nunn has got the ball here for the Heat. Trailing by 13. Pass to Robinson. Here's Bielitsa. Passes to Nunn to end the drought. Rebound, Utah. Ilyasova's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences. Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Shots good by Hero.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
And the Jazz call time here. Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think, let's be honest, it makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship, that keeps those stars in place.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Bogdanovich. Thomas comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And here are the Heat now. Robinson with it. He's got 7. Pass to Bielitsa. From deep three-point range. But they get it back. Hero passes to Adebayo. Tries again. He lays it in. Adebayo's got 10 points in the game.
For his career, Bam shooting a high percentage from the field because he typically takes good shots.
And there's the pass to Clarkson. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Hero. 14 points for him. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Beautiful form on that jump shot. When Tyler Hero puts it up, it just looks like it's going in.
Pass to Favors. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. The Heat trail by 12. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Favors with the rebound. Utah has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Ilyasova in the post, defended by Butler. Ilyasova can't hit. Heat shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Hero. 17 points in the game. Robinson misses. Now, here's Clarkson. 1:56 left in the 3rd. Thomas gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Thomas got 11.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the 2nd half?
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
And the Jazz with possession here after the Heat pick up 2. Here's Clarkson. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Jazz leading by 13. Stolen away. In transition, here comes Miami. Robinson leading the charge.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Utah calls timeout.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Bogdanovich in for Thomas. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Clarkson. He kicks it to Mitchell. 4 on the clock. They grab their own miss.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the 1st half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the 2nd. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Hero. 17 points in the game. They get it again. Adebayo. Ready by Bogdanovich.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Snatched up. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors has got 8.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Hero passes to Butler. Over Bogdanovich. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 10 points in the quarter.
When Butler's not challenging at the rim, this is the next best thing. Does a lot of his damage from the mid-range.
And so it's Utah. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Heat trail by 13, and so in the game for the Jazz. Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Clarkson in at the point guard. Now here's Butler. Over Bogdanovich, and it's Butler missing. Jazz leading by 13. Clarkson passes to Mitchell. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good off the back of the rim. The Heat shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Hero. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's Utah shooting has been just great so far, up at 56% to the wing right side. Favors against Iguodala. And he makes that one. And the Jazz lead by 15.
Favors is a huge guy that absorbs contact. A true master at getting his shots off in the midst of really intense defense.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Andre Iguodala. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. It's Dragic with the drive, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Not a super athlete, but Dragic with enough grit to draw fouls on the dribble drive.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Dragic.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Jazz leading by 13. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 16 points for Conley.
You know, he's wiry strong. Conley's made a living taking contact and making shots.
Dedmon dishes to Dragic. Butler up top. He's covered by Bogdanovich.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Drops in the layup for 2. And the Jazz lead by 17.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
For Miami, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Hero. Dragic with a wide open look. And again, it's the Heat missing. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Favors. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Have to be careful when Favors shows you his shooting form. He is very effective at drawing contact with his pump fake.
The first one falls.
Well, you know, he's the former 3rd overall pick out of Georgia Tech. Favors has made steady improvement, productive at the 4 and the 5 spot.
Oladipo, he's checked in for the Heat. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. And so Favors nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oladipo finds Dragic. Now here's Dedmon, defended by Gobert. Back to Dedmon. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound, Heat.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure with Cheryl Miller.
Now, here's Oladipo. To halt the run, off the left rim and out. Utah leading by 21. Conley. Dragic with some nice D. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Dedmon passes to Oladipo. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, opponents worry about Oladipo's quickness attacking the basket, which really helps him create good looks from the perimeter.
Now here's Conley. Feeds to Favors. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, he gets great elevation for a player his size. Maybe we need to get Oladipo back in the dunk contest.
Here's Conley. Dishes it to Clarkson. Oladipo with the double team. The wide open look here for Ingles. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Catching fire. When you have a shooter like Ingles, it's a great play to run.
And here's Dragic. Outside Butler. Dragic against Conley. Lets a floater go. Offensive rebound. Here's Dedmon. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Conley. The pass to Clarkson. And here's Ingles outside. He can't get it to go. And the Heat going the other way now.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Butler from outside.
Credit Joe Ingles for how hard he plays, taking the challenge defensively.
Back to Favors. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by the Heat.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Bam Adebayo has been fairly solid from the line throughout his career.
So he gets them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. They lead by 14. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now Oladipo. Kicks to Dedmon. The 3. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jazz leading by 16. Outside Conley. Clarkson on the wing. High post, Gobert. Back to Clarkson from the arc. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. The Heat shooting in this game 45%. Dragic taking his time here. Clarkson against Butler. Rebounded by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon. Hard to get your shot over that.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. Bogdanovich is checked in for Derek Favors. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Conley with it. Right side, Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And in that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Now here's Conley at the top of the key. Gobert. Pass to Ingles. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
Here's Clarkson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Free throw good. Clarkson. And both free throws good for Clarkson. The Heat trail by 11. Outside Butler. Oladipo for three. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
And the Heat call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And here are the Heat now, following the three-pointer by Utah. To stop the run, and Dragic lays it up and in. Dragic has got 9 points in the quarter.
Sweet finish by Dragic. He's got the whole game going tonight.
Dragic against Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
The Heat trail by 18. Passes it to Dedmon. Gobert with the block. Here's Ingles. And Utah, another 3.
Stop and pop. Ingles with so many ways to beat you with his jumper.
Dragic the pass to Dedmon. Outside Dragic. Back to Oladipo. From the line. Here's Adebayo. That shot no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Oladipo against Ingles. Nice D from Oladipo. And Miami shooting an appalling 26% in the fourth quarter. Gobert with the block. They recover it. Here's Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
A powerful athlete who's still developing his skills. Adebayo has become a threat at the offensive end.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
Well, I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. Now here's Conley. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Smooth and efficient. Bogdanovich is almost automatic from there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Utah.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Donovan Mitchell.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Conley, the pass to Ingles. Some solid defense from Butler. And so here is Miami. 19-point game. Hero, no good. Conley against Butler. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Ingles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Goran Dragic.
Joe Ingles has made himself into an offensive threat, and defenses have taken notice.
Free throw drops for Ingles. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Now here's Conley. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, you know, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. So long.